talk changes of state. So when we talk about changes of state, we have solid, liquid, gas, or vapor. All right. So we know there can be, if I pin this, so if we go from a, right, we can go from a solid to a liquid. Oh, why did it do that? We can go from a solid to a liquid. Right? We can go from a liquid to a gas. We can also go from a solid to a gas. So solid to a liquid, we're going to call that melting or fusion. And delta HF is always going to be positive, right? It takes energy to melt. Right now, sometimes if you think about ice, you take ice out of the freezer, all right, solid water, room temperature, ice will start to melt, right? Because there's enough energy to melt ice, right? When we talk about vaporization, delta HV is also positive, and we need to add energy. All right? This is also called sublimation down here. And there's actually a delta HS, which is also positive. Like iodine can sublime. Water can sublime. Ice can go right from ice to gas. It can do that. All right? Also, the other way. So, there's liquid to solid. There's gas to liquid. And there's gas to solid. Alright, so what is liquid to solid? That we're going to call that freezing, right? In that case, delta H is negative. It's still delta HF. Let me write it a little bigger for you guys. Delta HF, and that's negative, right? Energy is released when liquids freeze. All right, we have condensation here. And it's still delta HV, but it's the negative sign. It's the same amount of energy, it's just negative. And then finally, going from a gas to a solid is deposition. All right, and that also is delta HS, it is just negative. So energy is required to go from a solid to a liquid to a gas, and energy is released going from a gas to a liquid to a solid. All right, so when we change state. All right.